And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Games Expedition. It's been a while since I last did this show, I feel, or was it just last month? But anyway, hi guys, and how are you guys doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good supper, good night.
Supper? I want supper.
I also want supper. Actually, you know what? What's my dinner right now? My dinner is this thing here. Maybe. Let me tell you.
Wait, Shirin?
Yeah.
Oh, free ads.
whoa.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsor, man. Why are you
But please
plugging a
do
brand?
sponsor us if you guys like this stream.
But do you know what's inside this bag of totally not sponsored chicken?
You
Chicken?
just said it's chicken.
Yeah, I know, but what kind of chicken is it?
Fried
XL
chicken?
Sorry?
XL fried chicken, right?
No, actually it's not. I haven't bought
Yeah,
XL
but it's
fried
braised chicken and it's not fried, it's braised.
No, it's not.
What the hell?
It's
Don't
fried.
tell me it's steamed chicken.
It's fried chicken, but not like the chicken meat. It's actually fried chicken skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I see what you're
That's good stuff
doing.
too. That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
I you know what's the funny thing about this? 10 years ago when I was still in poly, right? These things, right, you can buy them off certain like snack stores and whatnot. Shulin never sold them. It was like other knockoff Shulin stores selling like cheaper versions of the fried chicken because Shulin at that point in time was very dry. They also sold fried chicken skin for like, you know how much? $1. $1
Yeah.
a pack. You know how much is it right now over here? On average?
I think
$10.
No, not $10. lah.
At least four.
$5.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew it.
I
I knew
was
it.
half right.
$5, yeah. And I think, right, you know, much like salted fish skin, I think this chicken skin thing, right, is going to start becoming very, very viral. And in the next Chinese New Year, you will see people, right, sell containers full of like fried chicken skin for people to snack on for Chinese New Year.
Actually, this year already started.
This year already started.
Oh my god, you have to
It's
understand.
not-
1 year too slow. That
I
Yeah,
didn't see
yeah.
a single one this year.
No. Look. My Chinese New Year is done in Malaysia.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we are always one step ahead.
Yeah, Singapore is very
Oh.
10 steps behind.
Oh! Fight.
It's okay. I
I will
agree.
give you that. We give you that.
When it comes to food,
Yeah.
I will concede defeat. I will accept defeat.
Okay. I mean, like, okay lah, back when we are still at schooling, I think during that time is where like all these healthy food things are going on ma. So it's like everyone is trying to promote like eating healthy and stuff. So chicken skin was actually very, very discouraged. But nowadays I feel like the food culture is starting to change. People are actually trying to look for more flavors and stuff nowadays lah. I mean, that's like, I think some years back they started the fish skin, selling fish skin.
Yeah.
The salted egg fish skin, is
It's
it?
like
Yes.
it's like salmon skin by at home. It's like really not that nice, to be honest. But people like it. So
No,
Some people like salted egg lah.
yeah.
Some no, you don't even need the salted egg one. There are other fish skins that is also pretty good. There's this mala fish skin that I tried. I really, really love it.
I think it's just the fish skin company just try to harp on whatever that's interesting that time of the year. Last time was salted egg, now it's mala, and don't know what's next. Coming back.
Okay lah, because it's like, I mean, food trends does happen from time to time. Salted egg, that one, yes, is nice. But of course there are
People get
a lot of
bored.
other options ma. We don't need to always stick to only one. Yeah.
For sure. And now,
Yeah.
of course, as I said, we are probably going to get a lot more chicken skin.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
and,
chicken
and
skin
you know,
next.
like in 7-Eleven, right, they are selling. I'm sorry, I'm getting to this whole chicken skin thing when we're supposed to be talking about other stuff, but
We can talk all day about this, man.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I recently went to 7. I was just walking like past 7-Eleven, right? Then I saw like this Thai chicken skin being sold. This very, very small packet for like $3 plus. And then you know what they said on the freaking packaging? Great for low keto diet or something along those lines.
Right.
Which is like, okay,
I mean, no carbs.
sure, I'll give it to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct,
lots of oil but no carbs. Sure.
I mean, oil isn't carbs, right?
Yeah.
Oil is
Back
just
then,
oil.
people are afraid of oil. Now people are afraid of carbs.
Yeah.
So they rather be eating something that's fats, and fish skin. Fish skin, they just say it's like healthier oil because of omega-3 and stuff, but honestly speaking, it's just how they market it.
You just you have already burnt off all the fish, all the omega-3 from frying that fish skin, man. There's no
true.
Anymore.
It get destroyed in heat.
Unless you are frying it in omega-3 oil.
Oh, come on, your whole pot of oil is going to be destroyed in the first place, man.
Or they could literally pour the omega-3 oil on the fish skin after they fry it, you know.
What's the point?
Like a seasoning. No, it's just like a seasoning.
You might as well just drink the oil. You might as well go and buy like the cod liver oil, right? Then after you
not everyone wants to swallow it.
Fish skin, you just pour the fucking cod liver oil on top of the fish skin.
No, that's disgusting. Oh my god.
I think that's where all those expired pills go. They just send it to those food places and they're like, guys, we need to come up with a food idea and we have to use this as an ingredient. Then they just like, we'll just pour this over the fried fish skin and say that this fish skin is full of omega-3, and literally yes, it is full of omega-3, but expiring pills of omega-3.
I don't know why I suddenly have this intrusive thought of like replacing mayonnaise with cod liver oil.
Oh no, you dare.
No,
that sounds like a business idea.
I'm. Oh my god, you.
We are not having a mukbang channel right now,
bro.
How are you gonna talk while you eat?
Is this hint to open up a new channel called Food Expedition?
That's idea. Then we can like sit around and then talk while eating.
Not the first time we brought up this idea, but
yeah. You should do it like just as a special.
It's a food talk show featuring FB.
Coriander oil, no.
Coriander oil? Oh.
That is at least that should be under fragrant oil. It shouldn't be under cooking oil.
I thought you say that should be a state crime.
Oh.
So many people
okay,
look. Hands up, okay? I'm going to put my hands down because I don't, but who hates coriander?
I'm actually okay with it.
Okay, actually everybody in this are okay, great. Because I know
I can eat it raw.
A surprising number of people that actually hates coriander.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who hates it as well, but it's actually scientifically explained. Yeah, your taste bud genetics. No. I'll just keep it very short. Taste bud genetics, right? There are certain people who when consuming coriander, for some reason it will tell them that it tastes like soap. Those are the people who hates coriander.
Interesting.
Yeah, so in the world, right, there's actually two type of people. Those who like, those who don't like, and those who don't like actually taste they think that it tastes like soap. Or rather, the taste of it reminds them of soap. That's why they hate it.
Oh, that is interesting. Okay, I never knew that. Well, guys, we are not here once again to talk about food, chicken skin, fish skin, and coriander oil. We are here to talk about other things, and we have prepared a series of topics for today. Some of which are lighter, like the one that's coming out right now, and some which are a little bit more heavy. And we pray to every single god in the world that Twitch doesn't see this and think that we are about to do something really funky with them. So anyway, let's get started with our very first topic, shall we? And our very first one is gonna be about our entertainment that we grew up watching. Anime versus cartoons. So let's just start this off. Let's just put this on the floor, okay? We all grew up watching cartoons, right?
Mm-hmm.
We grew up watching cartoons, and we also grew up watching anime. Before we knew that they were anime, we thought that they were cartoons. Case in point, Chinese Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Digimon, maybe to some Gundam. But now in 2023, right, we know that there's a very big difference between anime and there's a very big difference between cartoons.
Yeah.
Right, anime is Japanese, cartoons are Western. Anime is sometimes a lot serious, a lot more serious. Sometimes they are very light. There's a lot of variety between them. Actually, they are about the same, right? But ultimately is Japanese and Western, and the kind of content that they cover is in a sense very different. The manner of which they cover their content. But recently, right, or rather, there are some thoughts out there in the world that think that if I watch a cartoon, I'm being forced to watch something that is more curated. I'll say more woke. I don't really like to use that word too much. Woke, maybe a bit more very PC. They are not willing to tackle certain topics. While I mean, anime is anime. They always do a lot of shit. As you probably have seen with some of the later shows. I don't watch them anymore, by the way. But Oshinoko, and a bunch of others, right? With cartoons, the only ones I really do remember that has, and only because they took a lot of criticism, right? Is shows like Velma, which is like the so-called remake of Scooby Doo. And
I think it's a spin-off.
Oh my god! I just saw a few clips of it, and I really hate it so much, really.
And hell, even a lot of the modernized cartoon shows that we grew up watching, right? They those don't really quite feel the same as compared to when we watched them when we were younger. So shows like maybe Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans. You know the new versions, you know the old versions. Yeah, so as the world moved on, it seemed to many people that cartoons did not move on. Cartoons, in fact, took a step back and they said, huh, you know what, cartoons are for kids, and we shall make cartoons for kids. And therefore, the shows became more and more stale to a lot of people. Well, I mean, anime is still anime. So what do you guys think? Maybe you can start off with Holy to voice out his thoughts.
Okay. So I'm hearing very different things from what you're hearing now. So like a lot of times I've seen like cartoons, maybe because of like the genre that I'm watching nowadays or that I'm following, things like the one that is on Amazon Prime about the superhero, but they're all bad actually. What's the name again? Off the top of my head. And then they make a cartoon about it. And then there's another one about superheroes also. I feel that a lot of Western cartoons nowadays are just doing a lot of superheroes, and some of them are like Marvel with their what ifs, and others with what's that show name? All of a sudden that I forgot from the top of my head. That are pretty gory also. If anyone can remind me, Invincible.
I heard about that.
Yeah. I have never really watched that, but I've seen clips about it that they try to keep like the superheroes really realistic with their things. And then The Boys, right? The Boys. I remember now. The Boys also did a cartoon of the show itself.
It started as a live action, right?
Yes, it is a live action show, but then it originally comes from a comic, and then through some season, like after second season, they make a version of it in cartoon. Literally just a prologue of it.
Sorry, just to clarify, we are talking about This Boys, right?
Yeah, and then there is a cartoon for it.
What does it look like a Bollywood show for some reason?
It's made by
probably that character.
This guy. Okay, I'm
probably that guy.
But yes.
So if you search cartoon, the boy cartoon, you can pretty much find that they make this cartoon after they make this live action show. Wow, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
My god, not.
The boys present the Diabolical trailer, and it's the animated series. Nowadays they don't really call it cartoon. Also, they used another word called animated series, which is just a less childish way. Because I think other people agree with that. Whereby when you say the word cartoon, it has a lot of connotation that it relates to it being a children's show. And then now they use this, so they give it another name by saying it's an animated series. It's not actually a cartoon. Yeah.
And
that's to create some form of distinction for like things that is exclusive to children and things that is enjoyable for all ages, or even the older audiences. yeah,
That's true.
not necessary, or it just since you don't want kids to watch that.
I mean, to be fair, if I were a kid, I'll probably enjoy this a lot more than if you gave me a actual children's show.
I mean, it's true
Yeah.
lah.
Hopefully this trailer doesn't ban us, because I think I saw a few very sus things, but
I saw was blood actually.
yeah, I mean, gore. I don't know how to think about that. And then so
okay.
yeah, so yes.
Yes.
So I can say that cartoon as pretty much not just a children's show, unless you're gonna like anime versus cartoon versus animated series kind of differentiation. But I believe this is considered a cartoon, right? In the eyes of you guys.
Okay.
No, that's just another character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, totally agree. Yep.
That's my thought on it. That cartoons are not just for children anymore. On the western side of the market, they are making cartoons for adults, such as this, and so on and so forth. Yep.
It was to be honest, it does look like an Adult Swim kind of cartoon.
I think some of them are. Not too sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But already just by looking at this trailer, right? And I know it's I muted it. Okay, I muted it for a reason because we need to talk. But there's a mix of both like very Western animation styles and Eastern animation styles in this trailer alone. Just very interesting to see. From what I believe lah.
It's a little bit on the in between bar, because for anime they do follow a certain kind of rules, especially like there are certain aspects that when you see a certain art style that you would just in your brain you instantly tell you, okay, that's an anime. But at the same time, because they do not want to be like to fall too much into that direction, so they will require some more westernized influence for their own art style. Yeah, and then of course they also I believe also take some inspiration from what modern animes are doing when it comes to like storyline, how much gore or mature content they want to put in and stuff. So, and how realistic it is lah. So for me actually, regarding this topic, right, I mean there's quite a few examples that we know. There's few more popular examples which we'll bring up later. But if you were to look at the distinction between anime and cartoon, right, there are many perspective of how do you differentiate these two. I mean, one thing that Neb actually brought out earlier, that cartoon is usually more leaning more towards the younger audience, which is actually quite true for some. So there's actually this article that I saw, right. So there are a distinction of anime versus cartoon, right, and they state that, okay, while it's not 100% accurate, they did state that most anime lean more towards relatability to the real life, as compared to cartoons, which usually lean more towards a fictional aspect. So things that are very, very ridiculous, like Tom and Jerry, your Roadrunner. Yeah, how they actually have all these very unrealistic comedic effect, as compared to anime where something that's fun, things that like one of the genre they like is like those daily life, right?
Slice of life, yeah.
Like high
slice
school
of life
and
the Nichijo, what they say. And then they have no, I mean they literally have anime, and they have anime for them, like there's one for high school boys, one for high school girls, and then I know that there's a lot of different variant. And but even those fictional ones, like those things that we know, Demon Slayer, or any other fictional
Isekai.
Isekai. Even though they put themselves into a kind of fantasy or different setting, right? but somehow the things that they talk about, the things that they do, their emotion when expressions, all these things is things that the viewers can relate. I feel like this is one of the main attraction point for a lot of anime. Yeah, even old animes that we know like Doraemon.
Oh, they always do, yeah.
Yeah, it actually brings out a lot of nostalgia even for the older audience, because when you think about what Nobita went through, right, there are a lot of things that it's like, hey, I totally understand how you feel at the point of time. I know how it feels to be maybe that I know how it feels to be that guy who is very normal among all my friends.
The one who get bullied all the time.
Yeah, you get bullied all the time.
He's not too rich also. The one that is not too smart also.
And all the mistakes that you do as a child. This kind of thing, it actually helps people to feel more related. To be more related. While if you ask a person what is a cartoon that there's okay, you just ask anyone to name a cartoon something that maybe leave an impression in their mind. Maybe they will have things like what I brought up about Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry, but other than that few episode that actually have a bit of relatability, like how Tom and Jerry sometimes they are like they buddy up so that they can get rid of a third party, even though they are enemies and stuff. But other than that, most of the time when you watch it's kind of a brain switch off. You just laugh because it's funny. Especially Looney Tunes. Yeah.
Yes, I love my Bugs Bunny stuff. Yep.
Looney Tunes is just pure nonsense, right? But at the end you watch, you laugh. But if you were to strike out a conversation with Looney Tunes, I think it's pretty hard.
Yeah, that's true.
We just watch it for the ridiculousness of it, and then we just enjoy what we are seeing. Not really much to discuss because it is what it is. It is very ridiculous. And we just the impression isn't that strong. Yeah. So at the end you watch already, but it doesn't really leave you wanting for more.
But let's move on a little bit. Okay, we know about animes, like individual animes and individual cartoons, but what about series, right, that actually have both an anime and a cartoon? The cartoon animated series. Let's not call it a cartoon, because I just want to call it a Western animation, okay, versus a Japanese animation. So case in point, Ruby, RWBY.
Yes.
Started off as a Monty Ohm serious project that came from another long-running pet project of his that eventually had so much popularity. I think the Japanese they actually made their own anime out of it as well. Is that correct, SB?
Yes. They actually created they actually made an actual anime out of it, based on the original story, with actually quite minimal changes. Because for what I know, RWBI as it started off, of course we know that it's a Western web animation.
Is it a 3D animation?
Yes.
It is 3D to 2.5D around there. But but their story writing is very, very close to what an anime is. To a point. And also, of course, their art style, I think they try to put it closer to what an anime is as well. Although we can still tell that it's actually done by a Western artist. But however, the story writing is so good that even the Japanese actually enjoyed it, and they accepted it as an anime. So it became so popular over in Japan itself that animation company actually decided to take it in and create an actual anime out of it.
So with the anime style, but the story is still exactly the same.
Yes, the story is almost okay. There are small differences, but it is still true to its story.
It's a true reflection of what it is.
So
Yes.
a
Originally.
proper adaptation, I would say.
Yeah. Adaptation.
Yes.
Yes, that's what.
That's interesting because so for those of you who don't actually know what RWBY is, let me give you a little bit of history because I came from that era before it came out. I mean, we did. So Monty Ohm, the creator, originally made this series known as Dead Fantasy, which is essentially a series of fights between characters from the Final Fantasy series and the Dead or Alive series. And he had like I don't know if I had the whole series in my computer, but I think he made like about 10 to I think more than 10. I think more than 10 of these videos, and I'm not sure if there was an ending, but essentially, right, everything down here, right, your girls with guns, every single weapon being a melee weapon and a gun at the same time, all came from that series. All came from there. Okay? Suddenly Tifa has a gun, it came from there. Suddenly whatever character has a gun, it came from there. So RWBY from the offset, right, was already a weeb series to begin with. It's just written by a guy who happened to be American. And that's why it also translated very well to most people around the world because of how Japanese it is. I think one other series that we can argue that had that similar sort of distinction, or rather lack of distinction, is Avatar.
Yes.
Air Blender, not the
Not the movie. Not the movie.
Not the blue dude.
Not the last Airbender, no. But the actual series itself, with well, I don't actually follow the series, so but I know a lot of people always like to talk about it. So I think that's one of the series that has doesn't have any crossover to like being an anime, but
it takes a lot of elements of an anime
takes a lot of
into the with the effects and as well as the bit of the storytelling.
Yeah.
Episodic storytelling is something that
with
anime is
the
usually very good at.
Character development and all that stuff.
Yeah.
as well.
Character development, yeah.
Yep.
Another thing that was actually mentioned is that anime actually pays more attention to details, not just in a form of like art style, but also like we were mentioning earlier, the story lah. There are actually a lot more details as compared to pure comedy, like what we know to be like those cartoons that we know back then. Yeah.
I mean, even for anime, their pure comedy has a lot of details as well to follow. If you pay attention to them, you get so well rewarded, and it's just a great experience overall.
But still, I still believe like despite this, they both have their own appeal lah. And I believe like all these artists and production company actually come to recognize that as well. So not sure if you know, like there are some cartoon companies. One of these jokes that they cut these all these companies like to do lah, is to create a anime parody of their using their own cartoon.
Oh shit! A
lot. There's actually quite a few. One of it that actually leave the strongest impression for me is The Simpsons. They actually made a Death Note episode.
Yes.
I have some very quickly look at that for a bit.
It's actually good. It is actually good. It's evidence that they can actually make one if they want to. It's actually good.
Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, you gotta take a look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it from here.
Yeah, roughly.
But god damn.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not very okay, let me just give you a little bit of volume.
Has many dedicated employees willing
Okay, Simpsons, please do not ban us. Please don't delete.
I think you just mute it. I can just mute it.
Okay, fine.
It's fine. You can't. It's no fun. You can't hear it.
Yes. But you can look at that. That's Simpsons. Apparently, that's Lisa. Apparently.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
after all... Sorry, you first.
yeah, so they actually managed to rewrite Death Note, but using their own kind of humor.
I see. Yeah. Look at that.
But when I watch it, I'm like, you know what? They could actually make a series out of it because it's actually hilarious.
Yeah, that is great. My goodness. Okay, anyway.
Okay, yeah, it still has the Simpson level of ridiculousness.
Yeah, like,
from what we see.
Dice of embarrass. Oh no.
They just have a heart attack from there.
My
literally.
goodness. That's incredible. Alright, anyway, we are running out of time for our opening topic here. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. It is once again a very open-ended discussion, and let's be honest, we all love our anime. We all love our animated shows. I won't even call them cartoons. Actually, I call it cartoons.
Cartoons. We just like our cartoons, man.
We love our cartoons. We're still kids at heart. So final note. Final words. FB, what's your current favorite anime or cartoon?
Wow.
One of them.
Can I name a Chinese one?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
God troubles me.
What?
God troubles me.
I really no idea, man.
You should watch that. That is peak comedy.
Holy?
What is... we want the anime or cartoon?
Anything.
Any.
Oh. Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
Oh, that's a great one. Alright.
It's literally a combination of anime and cartoon.
I don't watch any, so I can't. I don't watch any full ones.
You didn't watch Panty and Stocking? What the fuck?
I don't watch any recently. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't
Panty and Stocking is like so long ago.
No, I mean, yeah, I also didn't watch that. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now.
Then just say Oshinoko.
I don't watch that. Okay, fine. Our house. Okay, let's get going. Break time. See you guys soon. BRB.
See you soon.
And welcome back. Hope you guys had a good, quick 1.5 minute toilet break. And we'll be moving off to our big topic. And hopefully we don't. Hopefully Twitch doesn't see this and think like, oh, we're gonna jump, because we aren't. We are still gonna be here, of course. Maybe
I'll be surprised if they are looking at this show.
Yeah,
in the
I'll
first
be
place.
surprised as well. But I hope that maybe I hope they are staring at you right now. Okay, I know you guys I know some of you guys from Twitch Singapore. Okay, you better come over. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I've been wanting to talk about this topic ever since last month, but I wasn't available to talk about it. And the emotions. Okay, I'll admit the emotions surrounding this topic has already gone down. It's already mellowed out, you know. And I had like a whole month plus to test things out here and there. But regardless, we're still going to be talking about it. And what we're going to be talking about is, I know the topic says it's like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the streamers, the platforms, and the Audacity of their Twitch. But essentially, it's all about what's happened with Twitch in recent months. FP is giving me that face for some reason, I don't know why. And the surrounding competition that has been going on. So just let me read my quick write-up here. So Twitch was a monopoly. They started off as Justin TV. They went to Twitch, being one of, if not the only proper streaming websites for video games and whatever content out there. Of course, right now, in these days, Twitch is a lot less video games and more simping. But that's a topic that we'll leave for another day. And even when other platforms like YouTube and Meta came in and like really started pushing their streaming arm out, right? Twitch was still like the platform of choice. And other alternatives did come up, right? Mixer came up. Glimesh, I don't know how to pronounce that thing. Came up, and they both died within 1 to 2 years. Despite Mixer had Microsoft funding, Glimesh didn't. It was totally independent, but they just died. And you know it's not easy to run a streaming platform. But recently, or rather over the past several years, Twitch has done a lot of changes to the platforms that has made both viewers and streamers very unhappy. One of which, of course, is the implementation of false advertisements, aka the ad breaks that we just had recently. And others, more recently, is the branding changes to individual channels. So they have made it very difficult for streamers to, like, in a sense, run their own business, have their own sponsors. There, you gotta put you can only show sponsors in a certain way. If not, you cannot show your sponsors, and that only certain way is like you might as well don't even show a sponsor at all because it's just ridiculous. And it might and amongst that, of course, is double standards for streamers, so on and so forth, and it has made both viewers and streamers like thinking this Twitch is really not a nice place to be at anymore. I want to be somewhere else. And so we think about places like YouTube. We think of places like Kick, 95%, 95 to 5 sub revenue split. And of course, when you think about wanting to move on to other platforms, we have to worry about migration. If you don't want to do migration, you want to break the rules, and you want to do multi-platform support for your streams, then that's another ballgame altogether. But either way, before we go on into those other topics, what do you guys actually think about what's been going on in Twitch? FB, Holy, which one of you wants to go first? Maybe Holy, as somebody who hasn't really streamed all that much until recently.
I mean, as
so coming from point of viewer and outside,
much of a viewer than a streamer, from what I'm seeing across the table, across the landscape of the wild net, I will find that people Twitch really do have the power, or they think that they have the power do what they want, because they are, after all, experienced, well.
Hello, sorry, you cutting off. I lost you there, or did I lose everybody there?
No, I didn't. I can hear him also.
I lost you there.
No, your voice disappeared.
Yeah,
my voice disappeared.
Yes, your voice just totally.
My test.
Better now. Maybe you need to just bring the mic up to your mouth and like swallow it and talk or something.
Is it better now?
Yeah, just go on. We'll let you know if you get cut off again.
My train of thought got a the detour, but it's coming back now. Twitch has its more. Oh no!
You're already getting censored.
Twitch is the best platform to stream on because of so many well-equipped facilities and tools that allows us streamer to provide a wonderful streaming platform session for our viewers, as well as the support that they give us are wonderful, that they are nice and very complete to our needs. Is it better now? Is it like not?
Yeah, but it works, so you see it.
So other platforms are not as well equipped as compared to what Twitch has.
Continue with the point that you want to say already.
I am.
Oh, okay.
So Twitch thinks that they have this upper hand across the table compared to other people, because they have been here for so long. They've been here and then constantly been updating with emotes, with donos, with extensions for people to let them add to your stream. So they given us a lot of stuff for free, technically. So that's why they are like, we have given them free for enough time to get some back into our pocket, or some part of it into our pocket at least. That people might not realize this, and they just really treated Twitch for granted, and then now Twitch is treating them badly. They just be moving off to another platform, because probably another platform would, if you're good enough, would just sign a contract with you like over $1 million or even a good amount of money for you to go over there to stream them. stream your show for a year and stuff. Though there are different type of restrictions across different platforms depending on the streamer itself. I don't think there is much like bathtub streamers in YouTube at the moment. As far as I know.
Allow it.
Yeah, see, so there is still the market in Twitch to allow which kind of allow this sort of streaming to happen. That people are still sticking on to Twitch, and Twitch still has the power of like being the better platform compared to like YouTube or even Facebook, so on and so forth. Though there are people who are not doing those content, they have the opportunity to jump over like gaming or even like cooking channels and whatnot. They have that option, and if they want to take it, they can take it. But definitely, when they go over, their viewers may not necessarily jump over with them because of the facility that Twitch has given to them. Yeah, that's just like the top of my head.
Okay, FP. What I mean, you stream. So what do you think about the changes? I don't know. I don't think you are as affected as maybe me. I mean, I'm also not that affected, but I just don't like the way they're doing things. But how do you feel about it?
To be honest, there's only one thing that that's really affecting me, and that's the ads. I really hate the forced ads. I really hate that so much. It's like I don't even care about like those like ad revenue and stuff, because the thing is, right, what makes it so annoying is that it is so tricky to set up a correct pacing for your ads. That is actually the first thing. It's then the other thing is, of course, of why would you want ads on your stream when, okay, for me it's just a hobby. I want to hang out with people. Maybe if I can find more like-minded people, that actually makes me a lot happier. But like, why the ads, right? Sometimes it's just because of that short ads. You don't even need to say like a minute or 2 minutes or maybe even 30 seconds. The moment the ads pop out, that thing is enough to like cut off a conversation. It's very disruptive.
I hate it too. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's
Even
very
though I run ads in my
irritating.
shit, I hate it.
Yeah. As for the other stuff, okay, actually there was another one that I actually heard about, like them wanting to remove affiliate from inactive streamers.
Oh right, that shit.
So yeah, and then I'm like, what if people streaming for a hobby? You're going to restrict them from all these things that they've worked hard off, even as a hobby streamer. People who probably stream like once a week or once bi-weekly, you're going to strip them of their affiliate, even though like they are able to build their community based on that small amount of time they are able to be online. And it's not like they are doing it as a job. They are going for affiliate, they're not going for partner. And there is no harm for someone to just be affiliate, right?
There's no harm. I mean, you are not paying out your affiliates, so you're not losing money.
Yeah. You're not paying your affiliate. In fact, having all these small streamers around, they are part of the reason why there's so many people on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to cow them off. I mean, for all these people, like, honestly speaking, the only thing that's going to affect us if it actually happened to us, like, if it happens to me, yeah, sure, I'm just going to lose probably a part of this small community that I've built up on Twitch if they choose not to change the platform. But what makes you think that this small amount isn't doable on other platforms? You see, it's not even a big number to begin with. Now you're just sending somebody else who has experience streaming on your platform into another platform, and then if that somebody wants to build back their community and that actually got them a bit more fired up, they will be working for the other platform instead of your platform.
So what is in this? So in this case, right? Since you mentioned about other platforms, are your thoughts about jumping ship?
Jumping ship. Honestly speaking, I mean,
I know.
since
By the way, I've done it. I failed. I came back.
yeah.
By the way, I've done it.
Yeah.
I failed.
Mixer,
I came
right?
back.
Back then.
Mixer, yes.
I see where you
Yeah.
back to where you
Yeah. For me, actually, honestly speaking, I mean, like I said lah, I'm just doing it as a hobby. I don't really care so much about this jumping ship thing because at the moment it's not affecting me too much. I still have my emotes. I still have my emotes. I have my emote slots. And then I still can hang out with people. There's not too much thing affecting me at the moment. But if they were to, I mean, and honestly speaking, like all this thing about revenue and stuff, it only matters if you're trying to make it. If you're trying to make this as a income
per gig.
If streaming is your part-time gig, yes. Jumping ship is definitely the way to go. Sorry, Twitch, but that's a hard truth. People out there are giving better cuts, and also as a newer platform, yeah. Also same thing lah. As a newer platform, remember back Justin TV when there isn't much viewers to begin with, when there's less streamer, it's easier for them to grow.
But
it's easier to be noticed.
But let's talk about the logistics of actually jumping ship, right? So you're essentially risking leaving your community behind.
Yes.
You're risking starting anew in a different platform. You're risking starting in a platform that might not have the necessary support or the necessary base or foundation, right, for the content that you usually run. Example, myself.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I do JRPGs. That's if I leave Twitch, I go to say Cake. Permanently, I just take everything and go to Cake. I'm gonna die because no one there plays JRPGs. At least a very small amount of people. Everybody there is either a sim streamer, a just chatting streamer, or FPS streamer. There's no subtle games. There's no not subtle games. There's no JRPG streamer. There's not many indie game streamers even to tap into, which is a problem that I faced when I went to Mixer. So with that in mind, right, would it be a good idea, right, to say, hey, I wanna put my feelers out, okay, and I want to say, and I say, okay, why not? I risk my channel, and I'll stream not just to Twitch. I don't stream just to YouTube. I also stream to Kick, and hell, if you want to ask, I'll stream to Facebook as well. Okay? I'll stream like 20 platforms at the same time.
So basically,
maybe not 20. Yeah, 20 is too much. Okay, just YouTube and Kick. Okay, just leave it down to these two. Multi-streaming between YouTube and Kick. Would that be a feasible way of migration in a sense?
I mean, if they allow it, why not, right?
But Twitch doesn't. It's technically illegal.
But
you're doing it anyway.
No. But the key point on Twitch side is that your content here is not supposed to be on other platforms, huh?
Yes.
So you can do a separate stream for your multi-stream?
I mean, multi-streaming
the
the same
angle, the audio setting.
No.
Huh?
Because
the
the content, because right now, if let's say you're doing a multi-stream that is not a Twitch content on their channel, on other platforms, technically your content is not on Twitch. That particular content is not on Twitch. So you're not breaking the TOS.
Technically not. But if you're doing a multi-concurrent stream...
No, of course, if you want to follow the TOS, that's definitely a big no.
I'm just talking about
you just... Yeah, you should... I mean, you shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't, but... Shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's a suggestion sometimes. But
shouldn't. I'll just stick to that. You shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't.
Okay, and in regards to saying like there's no other JRPG streamer on, let's say, on a platform on Kick, like, for example, why don't I mean, instead of seeing it as
a problem, think of it as an
a problem.
opportunity, and create
Yeah,
the whole
because
thing
if there
to begin
is
with.
if there's no other JRPG streamer there, that means you're the pioneer of JRPG streamers there.
So you are literally breaking the new grounds.
So
Yeah,
basically,
you can
you
break
will
new
be the
grounds as
start of there. It actually gives you more attention if people actually want to watch JRPG over there. It gives
Assuming
you
they want to go over to Kick first in the first
no,
place.
yeah, but you are now talking about just
came in with
the
that,
Twitch
from Mixer.
viewers. Yeah, you're just talking about the Twitch viewership moving over, ma. But what about people who actually wants to be there? Yeah.
I mean, Kick should have its own base of people. Twitch has its own base of people. Assuming they move over, whether or not they move over is another thing altogether. I experienced that in Mixer already. So I don't know. Whether or not they move over, I think that is inconsequential. The thing is building up something from the very foundation. Sometimes is a very scary thing. What happens if the platform goes down? Which is why I suggested. I gave the idea of multi-streaming to essentially send out feelers. And I remember when we were talking about when I actually posted something onto Twitter some time back about multi-streaming, and I think Holy Punisher here had something to say about as well.
Well, for me, multi-streaming is a very arbitrary thing. You do it or don't do it, it doesn't make any much of a difference. It's really dependent on you yourself as a streamer, as a person on screen, doing what you're doing and people like to watch it. You could do it like in more than one platform, but then if people not going to watch it on one platform, you think they will want to watch it on another platform. That's my take on it.
Yeah, but regarding that, actually, whatever you just said, right? I feel yes, a huge part of viewership is definitely based on your skill and the personality that you actually shows on while you're streaming. That one is definitely true. But there also there's still this other part where it's like knowing that how saturated the streaming market in Twitch is, right? If you can actually make use of the fact that there are less competition on other platforms, right, to help you to grow. And of course, I'm not saying that it is a must to jump over for this small advantage. I'm definitely not saying that. It's more of actually if you there are still other factors that you can think about. I mean, for example, if I actually want to grow right now, right, there's of course the first and foremost things that I need to do is to improve my content. That's definitely true. Then the other part, right, is going to be that like I put in the amount of effort that I put in on this platform, how much returns am I getting? Is my following or my channel actually growing? If it's not even growing for a very long time in the first place, you're already stagnated. Why not take that leap? Yeah, this is another way to think at it lah. Of course, I know losing like the feeling of wanting to restart and stuff is very, very scary. That one I totally understand as well. So, and for what I see, other like maybe medium-sized streamer who and other small streamer they are trying to do to lessen this effect, right, is that they split off their schedule so that some days will be on another platform. Yeah, so this might actually help you to ease on like the transition over to another platform, and maybe some more of your following will go over as well, if you ever decided that you want to stay there permanently. Yeah. So
I would just think that it would be better to just stick to one, and then when you just jump to the other one and don't look back anymore. Because you looking back is just gonna make you look very indecisive as a person itself. Like I don't know whether I would decide on that one because both looks good, both have the pro and con. Like when you go, you just go. Don't do multi-platform streaming, and then you have to take some extra time to just figure out all the background tasks in regards to transition over, and that's not good for you mentally, physically, and socially. That's
jumping over too fast can lead to like a bigger penalty
definitely
on yourself.
don't take.
So that's why I do
Don't take like one day to jump over lah. Like take a 1 month break, then you jump over. During the 1 month break, you do your whatsoever things, the logistics, the effects, the super chat nonsense in YouTube, and yeah.
Okay, or whatnot.
And then just go over and then don't do bad Twitch anymore. Don't press the second button that says live on Twitch also.
So no multi-streaming, even if you can combine the chats together, if you can combine all the commands, if you can have all the chats, all the commands integrate one another, don't do that.
It's just extra unnecessary noise to me. If you have an audience, they should all just come to you rather than you be like, hey, I'm here and I'm here also and I'm here also and I'm here also. Then I guess you have a super fan that literally just on all just you in all different channels in one screen that watch you in different perspective. I mean, good for you, but how many of that do you want?
Actually,
how many of that are there?
I don't know. Actually, I think multi-streaming isn't actually that bad, ma. It isn't as bad as it seems, lah.
So you continue later. I just want to give my thoughts on the concept of multi-stream and multi-platform, right? So
sure,
I'm of this belief, right, that if people wanna jump to another platform, they will jump to another platform. They won't say like, oh, you are another platform, okay, I'll follow you, lol. If they see you're jumping, if they see that they are on another platform, they'll be like, I can't be fucking bothered, man. I'm just gonna go watch another streamer. Bye. I never see you ever again.
Oh no, that's I have the opposite take on that. Like people will follow the streamer accordingly and then just continue to watch what they are doing because they like their personality, they like their content, and they like what they put out on the stream. Whether it's they're hanging out with other people and stuff.
No. Yeah. You have to understand that isn't necessarily true. You have to remember that there are bigger streamers who have jumped before back then during the mixer time. And it's like shut down already. They jump, and by jumping, right, their viewership and following effort actually suffered by a lot. It actually did suffer a lot. People are not willing to jump platform because that platform is where they're comfortable with already. They just want, to them lah, it's very simple. Yes, I like your personality. Yes, I like your content.
But the moment you have to have a new platform, right? You have to create a new account for the new platform. You have to open another window for the new platform. And to them, sometimes it's too much of an inconvenience.
Because what people want to do when they come home after a tired day of work, okay, maybe I go watch my favorite streamer. I just go open Twitch. Okay, this guy is live, I go watch. Yeah, they don't want to think so much, man. Right? It's same thing for even your YouTube videos, which is why right now YouTube is still very strong. If a channel decides to jump ship and to put their content somewhere else, the people know me. I only go there to watch the video. I don't even go read their community page, you know. So even if I put a notification bell, I watch all your video, maybe one day they say, I'm going to jump over to another platform. Okay there's still this other guy who's giving similar content. Why not I just go watch that guy instead?
And that brings back to my main point where my Twitch still have the upper hand across.
Unfortunately, and you just got
you got muted again.
Your mic hates you. I'm gonna get you a new mic.
Yes,
I should get a new mic.
I understand what you meant when Twitch still have the upper hand because of this viewership loyalty thing. I said not to the channel but towards the platform, right? I definitely understand that. But what I was suggesting earlier was that like why I say I agree with Neb that multi-streaming is actually beneficial even though it's against TOS and you shouldn't do it. Is because you're not just actually what's that thing called? You're not just banking on one platform's viewership. You're opening yourself to be able to be exposed by more people because of the amount of platforms you're on.
So rather than throwing one net, you throw like multiple nets across different parts of the water.
Yes.
And hopefully you can get one.
Yes. And when it comes to that part where we are saying about jumping ship entirely, right, you must be really mentally prepared to leave behind everything that you've built on Twitch due to same thing as we just discussed earlier about viewer loyalty. And when your mindset has to be that you want to build up your community based using the viewerships from that other platform. Yeah. So
typically a lot of people who jump ship already had a contract with like the platform that they are jumping ship to, that they are going over there to stream for like a year at least. That which I think the platform hopes that you could bring over some of their viewers from Twitch over to their side, which as it shows, like you say, it doesn't work. Because
works,
just defaults.
It only works to a certain extent. It will not work 100%. It will not bring everyone over, but you'll bring a certain percentage over, and that percentage of viewers will be like the foundation.
There's always a lot of reasons why people don't want to jump. And honestly, I also wouldn't want to jump. Like, why? I got Twitch. I just want to watch people on Twitch. Why would I want to go to YouTube and watch somebody? Why would I want to go to Kick and watch somebody? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if you started from the other channels from the start, like you never really start from Twitch. You like, today I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna have my channel at YouTube because all my Holo Life VTubers are over there, and it seems like a lot of people like watch VTuber. I'm gonna be a VTuber at YouTube also, and then you literally start from there, and then you won't consider Twitch at all as your stream platform.
But in that case, we're talking about a completely different market already.
Yep. Yeah. So it is very market based. I believe that Kick has its own market base because based off what I understood from Kick is that it is a gambling stream platform.
It is it's a platform financed by a gambling company.
So I
That's
think
pretty much it.
Yeah, but they do gambling stream, right? And then
I mean,
a
Twitch
lot
also
of
got gambling streams.
Over here also have
but not as like. Twitch is too generalistic lah. Like, Kick was much more specific towards the gambling. Like one of the recommended, what I understood as I check out from some news somewhere, that a lot of the recommended video when you first enter Kick, it will just promote those gambling streams. Yeah, but not at Twitch. Twitch don't really do that. Twitch really like catered your recommendation list to what you like to watch based off your other streamer. That makes Twitch a better platform.
I have something to say about that, but I think I think what I'm gonna do first is call a break. And we did have a final topic for this, but I'm going to stick to this topic and we're going to cover it until we end this show. All right. So guys,
fight.
So guys,
okay. Ding ding wrong.
Go get a quick toilet break. We continue our discussion here in the live chat, and we'll during the break, and also of course for the rest of the show. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit, and enjoy the break. Be right back. And let's take a look here while we were just off break, and also welcome back, by the way. We had a lot of chat going on here. What is this? We're talking about discoverability on YouTube.
I would like to announce myself to apologize for the things that I said.
What?
Nah, okay. I'm trying to make it like we're doing you call this break because you want to talk to me behind the scene and stuff like that, but I don't really know how to execute it properly.
No, actually I called the break because I had a phone call from Twitch. They told me to stop talking about them. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Then can we talk about YouTube, and we can talk about Kick
Twitch
more,
is great.
and then
and
then we can shit on them some more.
You need to do that.
But yes. Where were we in the topic before we went on break though?
We were talking about multi-streaming.
Yeah, multi-streaming and the whole platform exclusivity kind of thing, right? People jumping over.
That's when you jump, I jump. I mean, when the streamer jump, the viewers jump too.
I know I don't jump. I know for me, I don't.
Yeah,
as a viewer, I wouldn't bother jumping. Because, like I say, as a viewer, if I were to I'm a Twitch viewer. I prefer watching everything on Twitch. There's somebody on YouTube. It just feels very different. And anyway, YouTube is honestly, honestly, YouTube is a terrible stream. It's a terrible platform for viewers wanting to watch streamers. It's just impossible to find people on YouTube. Discoverability is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Kick is Kick has nothing there as a viewer, nothing there that I'm interested in watching. I mean Kick right now. Okay, just take a look. Okay, just take a look. Let me see here. Fortnite, Call of Duty, Valorant, Just Chatting, Apex Legend.
Actually, the layout was quite similar to Twitch.
Yeah, it's just exact same
growing and adjusting
list of games that I have totally no interest in. Now, in comparison, allow me
It's
to
a
go
new
back to this
account,
first.
bro.
Alright, and also right, and I remember what I wanted to say. So, Holy, you mentioned about the gambling thing, right? On Kick being known for being a gambling platform and actually promoting gambling streams. But unfortunately, right, that's what happens for every single new viewer every single person that comes in never using Kick before, because they any platform that, right? Pretty much you want to push out what's the most popular thing on your platform, right? And it just so happens that gambling is the most popular thing. I can assure you, right, that if you were a new user on Twitch, if you've never used Twitch in your entire life, you're going to Twitch for the first time, what you're going to see mostly is just chatting streams. Not even going to see gaming streams, no. Even though Twitch is supposed to be a gaming platform, you're going to see just chatting streams. Sometimes you might see bathtub streams. Sometimes you might see some gambling streams. But it's just to me, it's just utter pure trash sim streams, okay? Not even proper content streams. And that is what people are basing Kick off from. Of course, right now, what I have here, Kick, is just terrible. I don't have any sort of proper personalized recommendations compared to, say, Twitch, right? Where do you know that they actually can recommend to you smaller channels, and sometimes you see interesting stuff over here. I know it's a bit hard to see, everything is really small, but I have like games like I never heard of before, Palia. We have Cut of the Lamb, we have Stray Gods, don't even know what that is. Some people do it drawing. There's a horse, there's a donkey in one of my other pictures here as well, but none of it is FPS, just chatting, or whatever very mainstream games, because I've already personalized my entire Twitch platform in such a way, right, that I only receive recommendations for such games and such streams. I made that hard work to do so, but Kick doesn't allow you to do that. That's the problem with Kick.
Then would you care to go incognito mode and go to Twitch and see what is shown in the recommended? I can do
that in a little bit, but you guys will need to help me carry the conversation for a while, so please go ahead.
Because like you mentioned, the recommended page for Twitch would most probably be just chatting, right? You're gonna just see that if that's the truth. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's for new account. Actually, all you need to do is just log out.
New account. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just log out.
I say just go incognito. Just go incognito for the very fresh first person. Okay.
Later Emo. I don't think she's even in like Twitch right now. She's already shifted over, right? Didn't she?
Then
sorry, give me a moment. Let me find which Twitch is this. Okay. Actually, I'm completely wrong here. Okay, I'm actually completely wrong here. It is not just chatting streams. It is, once again, games that I'm honestly still not interested in. You got Valorant, you got Counter-Strike, you got Rocket League, you got Dota. Okay, that's not just chatting. It's still alright.
Depends on timing also.
Yeah. But
when you have what I believe is how they curate, right? For new accounts. One is region, and then viewership. The main thing that actually gets people attention is all the way on the top, the featured.
Which is
you don't scroll down when you are
that one.
Yeah.
Over there, if you were to log in like maybe a bit earlier, afternoon, evening,
just chatting.
It's just chatting. It will be just chatting stream.
Because it's the US time, right? Where the US just chatting stream.
No, you will see, for us, because we're in Singapore, you actually see Singaporean just chatting stream.
Okay.
So because nighttime, I mean, some of these most just chatting streamers also probably stop around dinner or maybe a little bit after dinner, unless they actually go all the way to do some like activities or something.
Unless you're a VTuber, then you see it's just chatting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but okay. Anyway, I don't really see that many VTubers just chatting. I see more webcam.
I see a lot of games also. In general, just games.
In general,
but
in general, if I were indie streamer and I were to look at Twitch, I'm like, yeah, maybe it still doesn't really have the games that would interest me. You know, kind of stuff. So
then you are not a suitable viewer for Twitch then.
Yeah, unless you once again curate your own Twitch experience, which by the way is possible. Which is totally possible. You can actually hide games that you don't want to see. They tell Twitch, don't recommend me any streams, any streams that has this game. Without blocking the streamer, without blocking the game. You just don't get recommended the game. So you can still see people, you can still watch people playing that game. If they play that, if you follow them and they happen to be playing that game, but you don't have to see it being recommended to you, which is actually great, because then you'll be able to see more interesting content.
But can you do that on Kick?
But you cannot do that on Kick because Kick has not established their back end for such a thing yet.
One more point to Twitch.
Because Kick is still new. Kick is still
5 points.
It's like comparing a dog to a freaking baby, you know.
I mean,
It is.
Yeah, but I mean, all this thing about changing platform and stuff. At the end, the main decision is: are you willing to go over and grow with the platform? That is the most important question. Are you going to leave everything to grow with the platform? If not, then there really isn't much incentive in moving, unless you are really, really forced to due to circumstances. Yeah.
So I'm just going to demonstrate this to whoa, too much zoom. To Black Blitz here, he said about Twitch includes a no Valorant filter that instant respect. Allow me to show you this special button called. Okay.
Not interested.
Can you see this? Not interested. So the moment you do that to a stream, you don't actually get that thing recommended to you anymore.
That's fair.
But you can still explicitly go and search for it if you want to. Which is good, because you just don't want it to be recommended to you, but you still can go and search for it. Compared to say, if I go into let's see a Street Fighter stream, right? So not stream, category, right? And you click here. Where's the button? Not report channel. Wait, that's not right. Where's my button here? It was supposed to be somewhere around here.
It was above. It was
right side recommended for you.
No, it's not that one. There was another thing, like in the past there was this ability to actually block off the entire game, and you actually block off the streamer who is also playing the game. So you block the streamer as well.
I guess it hurts the streamer and they complain.
Yeah, I guess you remove that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
better
was
not
technology.
hurt the streamer by blocking them.
But anyway, that really isn't the main point. I mean the point is we have these multiple platforms. The reason why multi-streaming might or might not be a good thing is what we have discussed earlier, and I'd like to continue on that. So FB multi-streaming, what was your take on it? Is despite it being illegal, is that you are in support of it, right?
Despite it being illegal, yes, I support illegal stuff.
I'll just admit, like, it did come to mind before. I think it's that one is really up to individual choices. For me, I follow rule one. I go boy. so I decided not to do it. But but if you are to say, like, if other platforms allow multi-streaming, right, I would say like how what I suggested earlier. If you really want to try multi-streaming, you can do it. Just don't include
monetize
Twitch.
on it. I mean,
No,
okay.
don't include Twitch. So just it has to be another another separate stream.
But what if
You
all
should-
platforms disallow multi-streaming? By the way, they do.
Then there's no point doing multi-streaming in the first place
Yeah, then-
unless
You
you
wanna follow
find
the
some
rules,
way to work around it. I don't
Then
know.
why give
but-
yourself so much trouble?
By the way, do you know you definitely do know that certain platforms or certain channels are allowed to multi-stream
Confirm there will
of their
be some
nature
that allow one.
as a
Yeah.
Some
esports
special exceptions.
or some special event, say E3. Oh, sorry, no, there's no E3 anymore. Gamescom or any sort of events.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you
a
know
lot of
that
multi-stream.
someone have found a loophole behind multi-streaming quite some time before?
Explain.
Oh,
Share to the
so
class.
there is a way to multi-stream yet not really exactly multi-stream.
oh,
So what people like to do is when they are streaming on Twitch, they will stream a webcam on TikTok.
oh! I
Yeah, so basically on TikTok is just chatting stream. On Twitch is where you see the gameplay.
saw on TikTok they're
They-
just gonna look at you looking very steam and focused and like. And then
That's
I
a
mean,
very
it
dumb
doesn't
way
really
to
focus.
multi-stream. Well, you need to open 2 windows just to see your face and the game.
No, the thing is you can see both on Twitch, but on TikTok side, right? The sole purpose
You only
on
stream
TikTok
out like
side
one
is for
thing.
people to come to chat with you. They may not be interested in
Oh.
the gameplay. They just come over to talk to you.
Oh.
So basically, they'll just stream on TikTok, and then after they put a label there or something that's like I'm currently streaming on Twitch.
yeah.
So
Which
you're using
TikTok allows.
TikTok to advertise Twitch?
For the full
In a
experience, I
sense,
guess.
yes.
Yeah.
In a sense, yes. If they are interested in what you're playing, then they can go over to Twitch to watch. You're giving them an option, but yeah, at the same time, you're not neglecting your viewers because you are technically doing a just chatting and talking to the ones who are talking to you on TikTok.
But in a sense, that particular loophole actually isn't really a loophole because Twitch actually allows you to stream to TikTok. Because it's a mobile
Okay.
platform.
No, wait.
Oh.
They allow you to multi-stream to a mobile platform.
Mobile, but
So it's actually not really a
Interesting.
loophole.
I not a big, but there has to be a reason why people don't stream the gameplay on TikTok, right?
But have you tried watching somebody play games on the TikTok?
No, there
Can
is, there is people who stream games on TikTok.
Can
Actually,
you stream for
quite a
OBS
lot
on
of them.
TikTok?
How?
Because you will
how
definitely
to-
have all your extension,
No,
your layout and
bas-
whatnot.
Basically, how they do it usually is that you have your OBS on Twitch, but on TikTok you only need a phone to stream. Yeah,
So you record your stream on Twitch.
basically it's the same thing lah. Maybe right now my webcam is like right over here, right? I put my phone right beside it. Then the phone is also capturing my face.
But you're not sure capturing your game though.
Exactly, because I mean in the first place,
Then that's not
let's
technically
admit it lah.
multi-platform.
Let's admit it lah. Watching games on TikTok is damn scuff.
You know
Okay.
how your game is in 16:9 format, right? If you want to fit it into a TikTok screen, right? You know how small it gets or not? You know how
Your
small
game
it gets?
your game is like that,
You know how to do this.
but now you're only getting this small part of it. You know how
I mean,
scuff
don't
is
you
that?
guys have bigger phones?
Don't pull,
Okay, never mind, you guys don't know the
don't
meme.
pull a Diablo
It's
Immortal
not-
on us, okay?
It's not about the phone. It's the fact that when you're watching TikTok, you have two choice. No. When you're streaming on TikTok, you have two choice because most people watch TikTok with their phone like this. You watch with your phone like this.
yeah. The Marvel Snap
You do
waves.
not watch TikTok like this. But if you want people to watch the gameplay in this full glory, you're gonna have to stream with your visual like this. So when people are watching your stream, they scroll and they are like, "Why is there not a sideway one?" Oh, okay. People don't do that.
People will not do that.
Okay, I mean
Why
some
people so
does,
lazy?
but it's TikTok you're talking about. People
Yeah.
just like that, oh, okay.
They
Then
just don't
you happen
scroll on
to
TikTok,
stumble
yeah.
on happened to stumble on a TikTok live, and then it's like singing lazy. You know, it's that is the whole TikTok experience.
This guy uses TikTok.
This is
by the
why
way.
you. Yes, I use a lot of TikTok.
I don't use
I'm
TikTok.
probably
You can
addicted.
tell.
But whenever I see a game that is what like that,
You mean the whole 69 game is but whole
I
69
can
game by sideways?
yeah, I mean, if you don't, maybe if you're not a TikTok user, you think like what's so hard about flipping your phone? But it's
gotta
actually
comment,
the
you turn it
hardest
back.
part. That's the hardest part about watching things on TikTok. Mentally, you're like flipping is a pain. Scroll.
Yeah.
Just watch something else other than flip, right? Just scroll.
And don't forget that even if you wanna watch it, even if you watch it, if you want to watch it like that, right? If the moment you want to reply, you turn it back.
Yes. Yes. You want to reply, you turn it back, you press the comment, you talk, and then after you need to flip it back again.
So yeah. So whoever says multi-stream, yes. If whoever says yes, let's multi-stream. I'll multi-stream on
Do
TikTok
not-
as well. I'm gonna slap them in the face, man.
That's why nobody when you multi-stream, you don't multi-stream games and all over there. What you do is you just turn it into just chatting. You are now doing two categories, which is technically two different content on two different platforms. Of course, people will know that you're still playing games somewhere else. Then if they want to watch, they still can watch more. Yeah lah.
My understanding when you say the word multi-streaming is that you're literally streaming the exact content over on two different platforms. But what you just explained to me is just saying that my Twitch is like 100% of my content, but then on TikTok it's like 50% because it's just me.
No. It does. I mean, you have to think about what is the core of your content as well. I mean, of course, games let people watch. Like streaming games is one thing, but let's admit it. How many game streams are actually just chatting streams?
How many game streams are actually just chatting streams? There are a surprisingly high number.
Where does
of
this
them.
sound like a math question?
Yes. you think about it. You think about it. Just think about it. This has been an ongoing joke among me and a few of my friends on Twitch. This is an ongoing joke. We will always. There are certain people who will actually tell them, "Hey, the game is your background. You're actually doing just chatting."
I'll give you an example. Sims.
No, it doesn't even have to be Sims. It's like
I know some friends were like that actually. We just joke about it to them, like straight in their faces.
I mean, if they are actively playing the game, that one is okay lah. Then maybe you can still say they are maybe game streamers. But there are those who's like they on the game already, right? The moment people start talking to them, right, the game screen just stops there. You know it's not paused, it just stops there, and then they just talk for hours and hours, and then it's like, are you gaming or are you just chatting?
Go on.
This is one example.
Yeah. I actually know somebody who is like like that. It's like, oh, suddenly there's a raid. They stop the game, they go into the camera screen, and then they just sit there and talk for the next hour. The game is like, then everybody's like, game, we gotta play the game. Okay, I'll go back.
Imagine you play Dota 2 and then you're like halfway.
Oh my god.
Back then, I was like,
that one would be more rare.
So they just stop playing Dota 2, they stay in the fountain. I saw this person wearing a red shirt. He was like singing a Marikita out of the.
Marikita.
And everyone was like looking at him for no good reason. And he just keep doing that for go all the way. But that would be like literally very interesting content. That people in the chat were like, "Oh, you want to stop playing the game? I'm playing Dota 2. Okay, why you AFK? Stop talking." And that's one way to get views, I guess.
Yeah, that's one way.
I mean, actually, once in a while, if you do that, I think it's fine. But when you see it as a repeating pattern, right, then it actually, people actually
get really annoyed.
Recognize that this person is actually not a game streamer. He's a just chatting streamer, and the fact that you are still there is because of their personality. It's not because of the game content.
Which is great, by the way. Especially if you're a multi-game streamer, a variety streamer.
Because we know like certain when it comes to a certain category, right? Most of the viewers are there for the content. like for the game itself, there are certain categories that people are there for, there to talk.
Chill with the streamer.
To chill with the streamer, talk with the streamer. So there are definitely different categories. So like, I mean, if you like just now you all brought up Dota. Dota is a competitive game. There's no way for a person to pause and talk. So
Can.
Pause game. Then you even tell you about something that just found out recently.
You see everybody will get their game paused as well. Then
you gotta get you get.
Everyone had 3 pauses in one game. You know, everyone had 3 pauses. Imagine all 10 players, all streamers. Then everyone like something to talk to my viewers. Give me pause. Then talk for like 20 minutes. Then I'm paused. Like guys. Then another streamer. I'm still talking to my viewers while you were talking halfway through, and he also paused. That's like 10 streamers all collab, and then.
But for this kind of game, people.
It's very artificial. It feels very gimmick.
People know that you actually, most of the people who go there, they are there to see how people play, maybe learn from them or see what kind of play they can get. And then there are those people who plays like maybe those story driven novel kind, or they play those that is
RPG
simulator. Those maybe is more towards chatting ma.
Yeah.
Those games are so chill. You can just stop and talk when.
Like you start a boss fight. Then like the moment you start a boss fight, the boss music playing. Then you're like, hey guys, this boss reminds me of this person that I met like a while ago. Then they just keep talking while listening to the boss music in the background and continue that for the whole minute. I guess that makes sense.
Some people be like, fight him already! God damn it!
Okay, I bring example like maybe okay. There's this one game that I like to play, Remnants. Can you imagine maybe I play all the way until the boss room or right outside the boss room, and then we reach an area that's right outside the boss room, and then suddenly a raid come in. Then I'm like, oh my god, I'm just gonna stop and talk to people, and then all the people playing with you, they're just standing at the door like, hey brother, I want to go to the next place and let me enter, like, let me in, the kind of shit. And then you're just there happy talking to the chat for and maybe the next 10-20 minutes. They also sin.
Yeah.
Then those people who are there because it's like one of those challenging game, people who are there to watch you try, die, and finally beat the boss. Then they also like, oh, come on lah. Come on, fight already. The boss is right there. Go in, fight.
I think there is always, as Professor Oak said,
there's a time and place for
currently
everything.
the background music is actually padded down. There is a time and place for everything, and it's not now. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, man.
Knowing the category and doing the right content for
it's really dependent on what you can do lah. Not everyone can literally pause the game and then start going try out a story or for a good half an hour.
Of course not. And
the streamer they literally can play very well, and then they just don't talk, and then people just watch them for their game. That's cool too.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, there are a few streamers who are like that. Very rare
but
nowadays.
What streamer are you? That's for you to find out.
That's for you to be. You want to be a no cam, game only, no mic streamer? You can be one. You can have many people watching you as well. Do you want to be a betting and illegal betting stream? You can be one too. Watching 2 AI characters fight against each other in fighting game
to this guy now.
settings. It's not me, by the way. I know a few.
It's a very long ad, man.
I'm just listing like a few streams that I know. But yeah, I mean those streams are also pretty cool to watch sometimes. Just I'm not there, especially the fighting games one, cause it's too addictive. It's only because it's too addictive I'm not there.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, because I think we have digressed off this topic quite a bit, which is the streamers, the platforms, the Audacity of Twitch, which is Twitch doing all the.
I mean, we are still talking about the streamer.
True.
Big.
Ultimately, you are streaming for a certain audience, and the things that you offer needs to be catered to the audience. So you need to understand what the audience is coming in for. It's like, okay, I'm playing a game. Audience come in and say, hi, am I a streamer that talks to my audience? Yes. Reply to the audience. Don't take 20 minutes to notice that there's a chat and then finally reply to the audience. By the time the guy go home already.
It's out already. Yeah.
Shit. I feel very targeted.
Be alert be alert to having new chats or even any chat at all. That's definitely most important.
Second shot.
And then if you are a gameplay streamer and if you're like as FP said, you're a story streamer, a gameplay streamer, if there is some major shit that is going on and you suddenly get a chat or a raid, please lah, you know what to do lah. Will you stop a movie in the middle? Will you pause a movie in the middle of the climax? No, right?
Yes, I just pause it and welcome Raider!
You're like, bloody hell, I want to see what's going on!
I mean, you can still welcome them, but of course, when you're hitting a peak point, do not sacrifice your content for it.
Yeah, don't actually do that. That hurts, man. I swear.
Because people will understand. As viewers,
like you're playing Dota 2 and then suddenly you get Raider. Oh my god, Raider!
You didn't just do it. Hey, Zeno, don't do that to my streams, I tell you. Man, what tell you? Yeah. That's yeah. So
oh shit! Then wipe the team wipe.
So yeah,
Ace.
I'll give a PC answer for this whole topic. Because ultimately, whether or not we jump ship, don't jump ship, multi-stream, not multi-stream, the people that you are still catering to are your audience members. You have Twitch forcing ads on your face. Well, too bad for you. Now you need to make sure that your stream, now you need to craft your stream in such a way where your ads will not impact your viewers' viewing experience as much. And that is a topic for another day, because that one is a huge ass. I actually talked about it before on Space Talk, but it is still a very highly discussed topic, which does need talking about here and there once.
So do just continue to check us out too if you want to follow up on this topic.
Yeah, I'm writing about it again for one, so you can check it out once I'm done with it. One day on Ko-Fi. One day.
Yeah, do check out his Ko-Fi.
But yeah, so no matter what Twitch, no matter what Lemon's Twitch tries to force up your ass, if you have to clench the ass and make lemonade, you gotta clench the ass and make lemonade.
I
wasn't expecting this analogy, but
why would you use that analogy?
I don't know. You just gotta make the best out of whatever Twitch gives you. So that's what I'm trying to say.
I give you kudos for that. Analogy is really.
It's
out of the box.
It's really out of the box, and it's terrible. Yes, I understand. But it's out there. Okay, I guess there goes the whole discussion right now. We just destroyed it. Anyway, I think we're done.
Let's close it up.
I think we're done here. Okay. Any final words for today's session, guys? I think we had a very fun and open, talkative session with each other. I don't really have any other words to say right now. And I think we...
My brain froze when you gave that analogy.
I'm literally speechless. I don't add any more after that. Man,
we gotta end this.
It's like the most perfect imperfect quote of the day.
Because if you it just feels like sometimes Twitch is just giving a butt fuck, right? If you really don't
you don't have to put it that way. We are still streaming on Twitch. Damn, you're not helping.
I don't care. Twitch, fuck you. Anyway,
Just him, not us, not me, FFP.
Yeah,
we still love Twitch, man.
But anyway,
you see me like
I'm also at loss of words at this point. Please do not keep this, by the way.
Oli looks like he's sweating profusely.
I'm acting very hard right now. Holy shit. I'm like, oh shit, will this be the last game expedition stream?
And
Are we going to go out this way?
And the best part is our host is just like, hey guys, we got to be PC, man. We got to not ruffle feathers, man. And I'm down here like just saying, F you guys!
Yeah, man, you're the one who tells and you're doing.
I told you not to care. I told you to say whatever the hell you want. Then we go, F you guys!
You have to have some limitation of some sort, dude. Like, otherwise you would just be like animals.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's just this one.
If Twitch ever shut down this channel, we change the food expedition. We go talk about
I guess that's a good time for us to jump.
If Twitch actually shuts off this channel, we'll go to both YouTube and Kick. Okay.
I guess you just go to TikTok straight. Just go to TikTok straight.
Yeah, TikTok. We're just talking anyway, right?
Yeah. But anyway, let's wrap this up proper. So I think it was a really fun episode ultimately, despite that weird ending. I'm sorry. But FB, anything that you want to say? Anything to close up? Holy, anything else to close up?
At the end of the day, whether you stream or whether you like to watch Twitch or whether you like to watch the streamer on another platform, just continue to show respect to them and love them for the content that they made. And whether you like anime, whether you like cartoon, or you like both, that's alright. Just don't hate on the other one that you don't like as much.
Yeah, tribalism.
And
basically respect everyone's own decision lah. If they want to do what people want to do is their own decision. Leave them be, and just do what seems fit for you lah. Yeah.
So,
thanks for the follow up. Happy.
Yeah. So that's a wonderful end to all the topics that we've said, the roller coaster that we've gone through. And if you enjoy what we have presented to you today, to follow our two hosts, my two hosts. Wait, let me move my hands here. My two hosts down here below me, FB and Holy. Holy has just recently started streaming once again. So please go down there and lend him your support and chat with him. He's a wonderful guy to chat to.
Then you realize I'm one of those very chatty streamer. Then I like playing Minecraft halfway, zombie coming up from behind me. I still talking about what's happening.
Yeah.
I got killed. Yeah.
Just look away from your screen when a zombie horde coming after you.
Oh no!
To talk to chat.
Oh no! Don't forget to pause the game though. Yeah, but 2 hours passed by real quick when you're having fun talking about the topics that we have fun talking about, and I hope that the two of you had fun as well.
Yep.
Of course.
I definitely have fun talking about today's topic.
Yes.
I learned a lot.
Yep. And well, the next time you see us will be for the flagship show, Games Expedition, and we will be having a very special guest 2 weeks from now on let me take a look at my calendar once again, the 26th of August, which is also a Saturday.
You could have just plus 14 today.
No, look, I had to confirm that it wasn't on a Sunday, because sometimes we do shows on a Sunday these days.
Okay.
But I just want to make sure that it was on a Saturday, and yes, it is on a Saturday. So 26th of August will be our flagship show. We'll be having a very special guest. So hold on to your horses. We'll be announcing that in the coming weeks. And of course, if you guys want to watch this episode again, and of course to our people on YouTube, hi on YouTube, you can catch this VOD on YouTube, pretty much unedited, minus all the breaks that we have inserted into this. So yes, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Spaced Out, and we will see you guys again very, very soon. So this has been the Games Expedition, and this will be goodbye for now.